Hello, 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 hello. Greetings and welcome to the TR show. I am yours truly, TR. NYERERE representing for the TR show. I almost said something else. Um, Thank you all for coming. I'm not sure who is here yet. Let me just check in with the chat to see. Oh, we have two people here. Great. Thank you. We have Alex Express in the building. We have Team Ranger in the building, and we have Sarah, California. We also have Jelly Duck in the building. What's up? How are you? Thank you for coming. Bless you. Hold on a minute. Let me just crank up some music here, and then we will go right into our discussion today. Today's topic is saying time plus commitment overall will create pressure, but likely in the end, it will also bring you success. I will say that again. Time plus commitment overall will create pressure, but likely in the end, it also brings you success. Okay? So that's the topic for today. And I'm going to prepare the link in just about half an hour. So if there's somebody in here who would love to join me on here um, to just what you call it, if there is somebody here who would like to join me on panel to talk about it, then sure, you will be ready for that. All right, I want to say hello to those that are present. Carolina Hillbilly, howdy. Sir, what's up, Wagwan? Derek C. Williams, Wagwan, brother. Medea, Risky, what's up, brother? Who else did I miss? Travel Around is in the building as well. Thank you for coming, Travel Around. Gillo Music, loud. Up top, me generally know Wagwan. SF Rose is here. She's the wonderful Queen of the Palace. Thank you for being here. All right, so with that said, I think we are just about ready to get smacking, banging, and, rocking this joint. Can I play a song? I wonder if I should play a song of mine or I should play a song of somebody else. I've had so many songs on here. I can literally play songs from now till tomorrow morning with just the song that I have right here in my library. Thank you for coming, Greg Manley. Great to see you. I'm really happy to see you. I want to play one song at least before I jump right into the topic at hand. All right. Let me just check quickly. Renee Rowena! Happy New Year. Great to see you, wonderful, awesome Mantap Renee Rowena. That's right. Great to see you. Mantap Mantul Bradul. Glad to see. Oh, I forgot that this is not. Jen Vida is in the building. Oh my gosh. Joy is flowing like her. Oh, I cannot sing. Derek C. Williams is here. I have to save that for tomorrow. I want to say welcome to Derek Carl Williams. Rose Oliver from Brazil. Great to see you, Rose Oliver, all the way from Brazil. Did you come here via my share on Glasses Kingdom? Did Glasses Kingdom invite you here? Let me know if Glasses Kingdom invite you here so I can know how to operate with you. Anyway, Rose, I want to welcome you. Thank you for coming. Derek C. Williams, just leave me alone. Leave me the alone. That's right. All right. All right. So as I said, and thank you for dropping that link. Crystal Lear, thank you for coming. Hello there to you, Mr. TR. Thank you for coming, Crystal. I am happy to see you. Great to see you. Amazing Maisie is in the building as well. Thank you so much for coming, Amazing Maisie. Tony Damien. Oh my God, Tony Damien. Oh, Jelly Duck is here. Oh my God, everybody is here. Jelly Duck is here. Tony Damien is here. And all these beautiful ladies are here. How happy am I to see these wonderful people present right here in the TR show. All right. Who did I miss? I didn't miss anybody. I need English lessons. I don't understand anything. I am using translator. All right. You're from Brazil. and you're using the English translator, all right, let me get my translator up so I can help you. Okay. Tommy Travels, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for that donation. Much appreciated. Never fail to support the TR show. Tommy Travels, such a fine gentleman. You know, you can depend on this gentleman for support at all times. He's really, really an awesome gentleman. All right, so we have a Brazil in the building, and our Brazilian does not know how to speak English. Do you speak Portuguese? So I can get my Portuguese language downloaded for you. I can have subtitle on in just a minute. Brazil, oh, we don't have, Portuguese. All right, confirm that your language is Portuguese from Brazil. All right. And I want to play a song for you before I go into the discussion of today. So let me find the lucky song. What song should I play? SF Rose, what song should I play? Let me ask you to choose today's song, because I really am confused with the song that not really confused, but I am kind of halt between opinions of the song that I want to play to open up today's show. So I'm going to ask you to think of the many songs that I've played on my show, and if you remember one that you would like me to drop on the show. As a matter of fact, I don't want my first stream in 2021 to have anybody claiming anything. So with that said, I'm not going to play any of the songs that will create a copyright situation. So hence, I'm going to play one of my old song, instrumental, and I will drop some guitars on it, so you know what I mean. So let's just get this one. Oh crap, the amps is out. right, we will stop it right there, and let's get back into the show. I actually just played that song. I just played that song actually just now without the guitar plugged in, and so the guitar was probably loud. Victoria T, great to see you. Thank you. Daddy Days, it's good to see you in the building. Thank you so much for coming. Happy New Year. Greg Manley, Renee Rowena, SF Rose, Victoria T. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody. And if we didn't miss anybody, it means that we are ready to get our show kick-started. So, let me just jump right into the show and get our topic on the way that we want to discuss in 2021. So, hold on a minute. Let me just find right here so we can get things pumped up and ready. All right, so today's we have, who is that? We have Clet Nietzsche. Clet Nietzsche, thank you for coming. Somewhere over the rainbow, yes. Thank you for coming in, Clet Nietzsche. Thank you for coming so much. All right, the Miss Yo-Yo Show is in the building. Thank you for coming. Welcome and Happy New Year in 2021. We are happy to see you. Now, the topic is saying time plus commitment overall will create pressure. And likely in the end, it will also create success. Now, what do I mean when I say time create pressure? Now, all the hardship that you have faced in terms of feeling pressured for doing something, it's all created with time. Take away time. Subtract time from what you're going to do, and you will realize how much easier it becomes. If you don't believe me, let me help you to understand it better. The only time you're going to feel pressured in anything that you do is when time is applied to the situation or to the project that you're doing. Let's say you had to cook 5 pounds of rice for your children that they would eat and not die, and the rice has to be cooked properly. Now let's say it takes 15 minutes to cook rice. It takes 15 minutes to cook rice. Somebody tells you that the children, your children, will die within the next 10 minutes if they don't eat rice well cooked. Now you will start to sweat immediately, because now you know that you need 15 minutes to cook the rice, but the time that is allotted to cooking the rice now is 10 minutes. Now your pressure is about to burst because there is problems. You don't have enough time to do the thing that would have been easy, so therefore you feel pressure to do something that would have been easy. So never look at somebody and tell them that their work is easy. There is no work under the sun that is easy. Every work becomes as hard as the hardest job when you apply time to it. If somebody paid you to sleep for approximate 8 hours and don't wake up within the 8 hours, you're going to feel pressured. Why? Because there's a commitment. You're now committed to sleeping for 8 hours without waking up. Now, can you do that? No, you're going to feel pressured, because if you ever wake up within these 8 hours, you're not getting paid. You won't be paid because you would have failed to fulfill your commitment. Now, at the end of fulfilling what you were committed to with time, then you would have been successful at the end. So, of course, time and commitment provides success. In the same breath, it applies lots of pressure. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Well, today I'm not going by the books that I study. I am not going by the things that I study. I'm just kind of freestyling today. If anybody here is not totally in agreement with me, then you can let me know so we can get the debate on the road. In the meantime, I want to tell you that this is why you feel pressured, and I want to also help you to find a way to not feel pressured with the things that you are doing. How to not feel pressured with things that you have to do. You have to create a mindset that will allow you less pressure. Now, what mindset is this? you have to find a way to make sure that at all times you're doing your best. When you're doing your best, nobody can complain that is not enough. Even if somebody complained that it wasn't enough, you have done your best, and if you have done your best, angels in heaven can't do more. If you have done your best, you couldn't have done better. If you have done best, the only person that can do better is the person that has done their best. And if their best surpasses your best, then that's the only way it can be done. So all you need to do to remove the pressure of the things that you do is to do your best at all times. Now, if Rattletrap Fishing, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Now, if you are a fisherman, if you are a pirate, if you are a carpenter, triple deal parks, great to see you. Thank you for coming. All right, I think we're going to do this month. We're going to do this month blue, so we're going to make everybody blue for this month. So thank you all for coming. We're going back to old days. We're going to do a couple of things like olden days, but of course, with an additional flavor, or should I say, with a more advanced feel. You know, we are more advanced in 2021, and we are making use of our advancement. Technology is on the increase. Things are changing rapidly, and we can't afford to be left behind with all the situation. All right, I have known to be a growth streamer. Of course, most of the people who normally come to a TR show come with the expectancy to at least the good old days Soldier for TR NYERERE. That's right, Derek C. Williams. All right, I think I'm just about ready to have maybe one person on panel or two. Let's just have a little talk, meet and greet, and enjoy the company of the royal family. I want to say, Rattletrap Fishing, it's great to see you. I'm really happy to see you in the building today. All right, I hope I didn't miss anybody. If you are present here today and I did not say hi to you, let me know that you're here and I forgot to say hi. Also, I want to take great pleasure in welcoming back all my loyal members. We've had several members, and I have not been the best host in terms of my treatment to my members, and I want to apologize. I keep apologizing for you since the past 3 months. That is not so good. It is not so good, but I hope to fix this problem in 2021. Tony Damien, why are you covering your nose? Are you feeling sick? Why are you snorting and taking fever medicine? Are you having technical difficulties back there? You've always been the hot girl in Texas, trimming the lawn in your backyard in bikini. So, All right. Derek C. Williams, Unstoppable Official Royal. Gaming Prince, great to see you. Thank you so much for coming. All right, I'm going to drop down the link here for one or two persons to jump on up here and, give your New Year greetings, say hello. If you have anything to say on the topic, if you believe differently, then we can certainly talk about that as well. I'm not sure what you would like to talk to when you get up here, but whatever you choose to talk to, then we are up for it. So let me get my headset in place, that whenever the first person come, we won't have echoes and those things. I am boasting right now, thankful that we have the equipment working in the right order, so we can have a wonderful time right here with the royal family. In the meantime, I'm going to play a song. I'm trying to find a song that I can play without, having to deal with any form of copyright issues. So let me see. What song can I play without getting anything to do with copyright? All my songs, some of them, it was produced right here, but in the same breath, I get copyright for my own songs. Or even songs that I work on. All right, so I'm going to find one of these audio to play. Hopefully, all will be well.
never easy. Whatever lies ahead, I'll face it with your love, friend. I know the world I'm making challenge, no matter what the pain, I'll make it with your love. With no illusion, I'll face the day, and I'll get through the night with no confusion. I'll make my way, and with you, with me, I'll be alright. Cold wind.
All right, all right, all right. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Thank you for coming in, my brother Derek C. Williams. It's great to see you. Happy 2021. Great to have you with us today. How are you, and what do you have to say to us today? Time!
Yes, sir. Happy 2021 to Soldier Kajati, NYERERE X, SF Rose, I see you. Fam. Yeah, happy new year to all y'all. Of course, it was a interesting 2020 to say the least, but we're gonna try to do better this year. I'm just glad to be part of your the thing you got going on, TR, and continued success with all you do. Saying goes to SF Rose. I agree with most of everything you said thus far regarding time. I think that for myself, I've always had the attitude that time is what you make it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fact is that some people are more versed than others. Some, I always say, like, just to use an example, Black Spring with Autumn is much more well spoken than I. So she is a better speaker than me, no matter what I may try.
You
You
think
see,
so?
yeah, I think she's better versed than I. And I also think human beings, if you're gonna be honest with yourself, you also have to know your limitations. And that's the reason why I can say that and I don't look at it as being self-deprecating. I just look at it as just being a truth. She's a much better orator than I, but I'm perhaps maybe I'm a better researcher than some, because some of the stuff that I have on my channel, when I go live, a lot of people say, wow, whoa, I didn't know that. And to me, that stuff is like kind of well known. So we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. But if you have a weakness, it would behoove you to try to strengthen yourself. That's the very reason why we exercise. You want to be better than you was a year ago, but the only way you can get that is through exercise. And so some people are better with other things than others. Time is what you make it. And because we're human, it's a finite thing. Time literally is short. So, like I said, I agree with about 98% of what you said thus far. And you just, like I said, again, I'm just glad to be part of your family. And speaking of time, because I'm at work, my time is short. So I just want to come up and say hello to you, and onward and up for 2021. That's all.
Much appreciated, sir. I 100% agree with what you say, and I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. And remember, off key, but you're gonna do better in 2021. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. And and for the rest of the year, you are allowed to call me Derek Carr, even though SF Rose know my middle name, but you have carte blanche to call me Derek Carr. So I will be Derek Carr Williams, just one man in the comment section on YouTube. All right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, you take care of yourself.
All right, Derek, my respect.
Yes, sir. Salute.
All right, so that was my friend Derek C. Williams, who jumped on up here. Derek Carl Williams, of course. And for those of you who are watching and listening, you might not understand where the name Carl come from. You know that Derek is Derek C. Williams, but most of us, except me, don't know what the C is for. Now, for me, it is for Carl. I call Derek Carl Williams, and I call him Carl because he calls me Carl. So I am Carl, and Derek is Carl, and both of us together are two times Carl. Anyway, today we're talking about pressure. A lot of people feel pressured because of one thing. It's either one thing or the next thing or two things together. Time creates pressure. Time plus commitment creates pressure. These are two things that will add a lot of pressure to anything that you have to do in life. Anything. It doesn't matter what you chose to do, add time to it, it becomes hard. It doesn't matter how easy it was before time. And so people have a tendency to say, I've worked hard for this. You know, I've been like, people will say he really works hard. Like they will look at a particular person and something that they do. The stream is blue, so so I am orange. All right. Angela M is saying the stream is so blue, so she wants to be in a different color. So she chose orange for herself. That's brilliant. I like that attitude. In 2020, instead of waiting on somebody to do something for you, do it for yourself. That's a very good trait. It's a very good way to operate in life. Instead of sitting around waiting and complaining, do things for yourself. When you do things for yourself, it feels like it gets done. You know, let's say you would send somebody to Victoria's Secret to get yourself a few items there. And when the person left, you would have liked or you hoped that the person would have been back in 20 minutes. But rather the person is there for an hour and a half. Now, because you don't know what is happening and the person is not communicating, you feel like the person have let you down. The person spent so much longer than you expected, and it caused you to have an ill feeling on the inside. Now, if you had done it yourself, even if you took the same time, you would not be so mad because you would have been there with yourself every step of the way, understanding, realizing, seeing everything that has transpired. So you would be less mad as opposed to if you sent somebody to get something done for you. So if you can get some things done for yourself, I would suggest that you do it yourself. I am the type of person who enjoy doing things for myself. And when I ask for help or ask somebody to do something for me, it's because I can't do it for myself. Just can't. It's either something is missing, like time. I don't have time to do it, even though you have to make time for yourself. You have to create possibilities for yourself, or else in a world like this, you're going to suffer. Rebecca Caroline, I am happy to see you. Welcome to the TR Show. Happy 2021. Great to see you. All right. Me, Judem. Do you speak English? I suppose you might not speak English. I'm not sure yet, but we will see. Hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi. All right. So we're talking about things that create pressure on your life. And as I said before, no matter how easy something might be, it can be the hardest when time is applied. Subscribe to my channel. Okay. All right. That's not how it works over here, Rebecca. It's not like that. It's not just hello, subscribe to my channel. No, you know, spend some time, see what we're talking about. It's too early in 2020 for you to ignore everything that we're talking about and then make everything about yourself. You know, we are not going to tolerate that type of thing in 2021. We did not even tolerate it in 2020, and 2021 is worst. You're not just going to jump in a stream and demand that we subscribe to you. That's not how it works. It never worked like that. It will not work like that, and it will never work like that. So thank you for coming, Rebecca Caroline. You probably speak Portuguese. You might be from Brazil as well, so probably you're not even understanding a word that I am saying. So let me type in the chat so you can see that I acknowledge you. Rebecca, hi. All right, so there it is. Okay, so how far are we in the stream so far? We are 34 minutes. We're going to be live for 1 hour. We need a translator. I can actually translate if she needs to. If she needs to speak to me, I can actually translate for her, Rowena. She just needs to speak to me. Let me see what language she is really speaking, and then I can get something going on for her. But if I don't know what language she speaks, then I don't know what to translate for her. All right. I'm going to drop the link one more time. Leela. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Leela. Ella, 76. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to drop the link one more time down. If there is somebody else who would like to jump on up here and talk, there it is. That's the link. If you want to come on up and say hi, Happy New Year, and you have somebody you want to shout out, then you can come on up. If you want to just talk to me about the topic today, time plus commitment overall will create pressure, but likely in the end, it will also grant you lots of success. Commitment is very important, and a lot of people, they are afraid of commitment, like myself. I sometimes is not a fan of commitment. You know, I'll be committed to what or whom I decide to. You know, I can't help myself but love this girl. This girl is just one look at you, and I am just dying from laughter. You're such a car actor.
You actor. Just bring me up there like that, right? Just
yeah.
No, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I just look up and I'm on here like.
I know, right? No introduction. All right. Let me change that. So be silent for a minute. Let me just let me just welcome you officially. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Can somebody get Derek C. Williams outside? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Royal family, queens and kings, or kings and queens, prince and princesses. Let's welcome the royalty of the official Yo-Yo, the Miss Yo-Yo show. As a matter of fact, guys, I want to tell you a little about the Miss Yo-Yo show. She's a fantastic individual, very interesting car actor. I have to call that word and, you know, put emphasis on the pronunciation because Derek C. Williams will fight me. Are you looking at me or are you looking at me? All right. Are you looking at the chat or what are you looking at really? Anyway, guys, welcome in 2021, the Miss Yo-Yo Show. One of my favorite YouTuber. She's a very awesome. Thank you so much for coming.
So, you know, you are a motivational speaker. So let's just claim that for this year. That's what you were last year and the first year that I met you. And that's what you are. You're a motivational speaker. At 2:00 on a daily basis last year, I used to make it in here to make sure that I got the daily dose. Because right now, we all need motivation. And I don't care what anybody says that the new normal, even though it might be the new normal, we still need our pep talks. You
Mm-hmm.
know, every day we are battling our mental illness. I'm not mental illness, but our mental health. We're
Mm-hmm.
trying to keep our physical health up, but with all the different changes that's going on, we need the motivation, Mr. TR.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that you don't negate or neglect us on that. You know, I've noticed that it's been a lot of motivational channels that's popping up because a lot of times when you motivate people, you're also motivating yourself.
True.
So I appreciate you for that. And you are right when you talk about the pressure. And, you know, most of us that's in the room, we are probably YouTube content creators or we create content somewhere else. So we're here because not only to support you and get our daily dose of motivation, but we are also here because we all need that support. And it's interesting, like when we come in the room, you see everybody saying hello. Well, that's just going to be a normal thing. Hey, SF Rose. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love to see her when she typing because then I know she at least all right to type. All right. Me and Trip was talking about you, SF Rose, by the way, last night. We were going to bombard your IG. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about that pressure. A lot of times when you put that time limit on your project, you can pressurize yourself. And sometimes you don't need that type of pressure. For instance, if you are a YouTube content creator or whatever you are, whether it's something else that you do, maybe you have another type of career, if you put a time stamp on whatever it is that you're trying to do, you may not put the the quality of that project may suffer because of the time. If you don't have to put time on a project, then you may get more better quality, a better quality product or a better quality project. So sometimes we put pressure on ourselves to create by a certain time frame. But sometimes we do need that time frame in
Mm-hmm.
order for us not to procrastinate. So it's kind of two evils. You know, it's so this is the thing. So this is what I'm doing. I don't have the pressure anymore of trying to get a live stream every Sunday at 5:30. That's over with. We're done with that.
So are you saying you're not doing live streams at 5:30
Absolutely
anymore?
I am, but don't quote me and don't tie me. That was driving me nuts. That was driving me. You guys have no idea. I was doing commercials for people all the way up until 4:30. The stream started at 5:30. People telling me to text them and call them and email them by 5:15, and the thing started at 5:30. It was driving me nuts. And then I have this thing where I have to upload every Tuesday. That says, okay, you'll see an upload for me every Tuesday. Well, maybe you will and maybe you won't. Okay. I'm taking the time limits. I'm taking them off because it was driving me nuts. I have enough with this new normal to worry about in my mental health than to be trying to do things that it's important, but not important to drive me nuts. And you can tell people are having bad mental problems because of the way they drive. Have you been driving has anybody been driving lately and see these crazy people driving? And it's got to be because they're trying to let something out.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen what the world is going through. You know, we've been watching some stuff going on. We're not talking about that, but there's some things happening. And so if you cannot add any extra pressure on yourself, it will be probably to your advantage at this time. Now, that's all I wanted to say. And thank you so much for this daily dose of motivation.
You've said it perfectly well. I want to tell you a story before you leave. I remember I was going on tour in 18, 19, 2019. I was going on a tour right here in the United States. And of course, I missed my flight the night because the tour people, the people that I was touring with, didn't tell me that I needed to pay for my bag, and I wasn't prepared to pay for my extra luggage. And when I got to the airport, I had to pay for it, and of course, I had all $100 bills because I'm a very rich man, you know, and I have all $100 bills, and there was nobody in the airport to give me change, and they would not accept cash over the counter, and I couldn't get change to, like, there was some problems there. I just couldn't get things done, and I missed my flight. So I went back home, and the following morning, I was about to miss my flight again. And I was sweating, not like a pig, I was sweating like a SF Rose on a Sunday evening before her live show. And why was I sweating? Because my flight was like at 7 o'clock, and at 5:30, I was nowhere close to the airport. At 6 o'clock, I was not in the airport as yet. And I was like dying. And of course, the car that I was driving was flying, literally flying. And I got to the airport, and yes, I made it just in the nick of time. I made the flight, but when I returned home, there was 2 tickets awaiting me that I got in New York. You know, I ran a red light, and I got a ticket for the red light, and I got a ticket for speeding. Now, time, which was not sufficient for me to travel at the time, was what created so much pressure that I got tickets. Now, I must say, I made it to the tour that day, but what it did to me was something else. So we have to give ourselves ample time to do what we have to do, and that will create less pressure. So even though SF Rose is pressured, even if she was given 40 weeks to start up a live stream, she would still feel pressured. She hits the camera, or she hits the live, and you know, people are now looking at her, and she is not seeing the people. She only see people typing in the chat, and she is freaking out. She be like, hello everyone, can you hear me? Can, can, can you hear me? Oh my goodness. Sometimes I take it as so much fun when she's all sweating away. You know, I want to be sorry for her. But you know, the funny thing is that SF Rose does really well, but she don't know how well she's doing. And even when I say, actually, you've done a fantastic live stream, your presentation was really good, except for saying 1 million times. It is fine. There's a lot of people that has been saying and don't even realize it. And is a kind of is a word, is a passing, like in music we have something that we call a passing note or a passing chord. You know, you sing this note in the middle of moving from one degree to the next. So if you were singing G and you were going to A minor, sometimes you might, you know, play a chord in the middle as a leading note or a passing note to the next chord. Is a passing word or a passing whatever you call it to make up for the time that you would have been like looking like dumb, like, well guys, tomorrow now, and this is the reason why most professional guest speakers, they have people who write their script for them so they don't have to be That is the only reason why some of these professional speakers are not saying because they're not freestyling. They're reading from a monitor or they're reading from a piece of paper that is on the podium somewhere. So that is what take away their arm. And
do you hear that, SF Rose? Are you listening to him? Are you on the teleprompter? No. So is okay.
It's a delay.
okay.
And I wanted to say one other thing too, to what Doctor, I'm going to call him Dr. Derek. One thing that Derek C. Williams said that he felt that Springs with Autumn speaks better than he does, or okay, well, let me tell you something, Derek. I don't know her. Now, I'm sure she speaks well, but I did not subscribe to your channel because of Autumn Springs, whatever her name is. I know I like her. I just don't know her name right off. So I'm not in any kind of way putting a bad, I mean, I like Autumn Springs with Autumn. I don't really know her, but I subscribed to Derek C. Williams' channel because of the way Derek C. Williams talks. Okay. So it doesn't matter who talks better than you. It's going to always be somebody that talks better than everyone. And that's fine. But everybody likes what they like. And I'm never going to stop liking the way you, TR, talk, or I won't say, well, I'm not going to even listen to TR right now because this other person speaks much better than TR.
Right.
That has, what another person does has nothing to do with you and the way you deliver your presentation. Everybody delivers their presentation differently. And sometimes people like a certain tone, like, okay, I'm in another app all day, not all day, but a lot. And the app is called the Clubhouse. So in this app, there's a lot of professionals that have rooms and chat rooms where you can chat about, really good stuff, entrepreneurship, branding, all kind of good stuff. And then there's some ratchet rooms as well. But I'm not in those, so I can't talk on those. But everyone that speaks sounds like they have a doctorate, like they're, and that's fine. But sometimes I don't need people to speak like that for me to understand. Sometimes I need someone to sound like my auntie. Sometimes I need someone to sound like my father. I need someone to, and our parents, sometimes we just need the word and not the way it's spoke. It's not the way it's spoken. We just need the information. So you don't have to always lay everything out in that type of fashion for a person to get it. Sometimes you just need the layman language. And hey, big ups for all those that have doctorals and doctorates and PhDs and bachelor's degrees and associate's degrees and everything. I went to college as well. But my thing is, sometimes when you hear me, you can tell the difference. If I'm talking to corporate people, you can tell, okay, she's educated. But if you hear me talking to my nieces and nephews, I'm like, now listen, this is what you do. Now see, that's a different way of delivering. It depends on what you want to hear. And all the time, when I'm listening to you, Derek, when I'm listening to you, TR, and a lot of others, I think V Scott is in the building, Tony Damien, and she talks about keto. I am listening because of what I subscribe to you because of you. And so always remember that, and never feel like someone is better than you so you can like discredit yourself. It's always going to be somebody better than you. It's always going to be somebody better. It's going to be somebody's going to be able to sing better than you. TR, somebody's going to be able to play better than you. But I can promise you that your tribe will be your tribe. And something that you play will resonate, and they will buy your album or your CD, because I'm telling my age, album. They'll buy your album. And because of what you bring to the table. So that's just another, piece of motivation I wanted to give. Because when Derek said that, okay, let's just say she does speak better than you, or but see, that's another thing too. Stop comparing yourself. How you know she speak better than you? You've compared yourself. Don't ever compare yourself, because you're always going to feel like people are better than you. You're going to always be, what does another person's talents and creativity have to do with you? Nothing. Enhance your own stuff. Enhance yourself. And don't put it like, well, I'm trying to get to this level. Oh, my hair is so short. I wanted to get like Beyonce. I mean, be happy with your hair. If you want your hair to grow, then you decide what the comparison is on your own hair, not on what somebody else has, because you don't have their genes. You don't know what they got going on in their life. You don't know who's Indian, who's Jamaican. You don't know what type of hair follicles going on and DNA going on in their life. You cannot. Please, if you take anything else away from me, from what I'm saying today, never ever compare not your YouTube channel, not the way you speak, not the way you look, not your knowledge, not your education. You cannot compare yourself to anyone or anything else. If you want to be better than you were the day before. That's the comparison.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Well, you have said it exactly the way that I've been saying it. I'm like, and I'm glad, I was happy that you brought up that hair thing. I remember when I started growing my hair, and there was a guy who was growing his hair. We used to work at this office back in Jamaica, and he used to say, Tia, but your hair not grow, man. I mean, I say, what you mean my hair not growing? This is not where it started. So you mean it's not growing? So not because his hair was growing double time the way mine was growing, I said, take a look at your mother. Your hair is longer than your mom's, and your mom has been growing your hair before you were born. So why is her hair not longer than yours? So I've always said this to the people that hang around me, measure your growth with yourself. At the end of any particular time, whether it be at the end of a day, at the end of a season, at the end of a year, analyze yourself and see how much better you are as opposed to how you were at the end of the previous period. And then that would determine your growth. And what I want to say, if anybody in the chat is the same as you were last year, nothing has increased, your knowledge is the same, your responsibility is to learn something new at some point of your day or of the year or of the week or of the month. Learn something new. Go research something. Go find something out. Just learn something so you can be more advanced than you were yesterday. And I've
Agreed. Okay, I'm getting down off of here. Thank you so much. This has been fun.
Okay, all right.
Love you, SF Rose. Bye-bye.
Take care until then. Okay. So that was Miss Yo-Yo Show. Zanron is in the building. I want to say welcome to Zanron. Great to see you. Shape World 15. Thank you for coming here. I really do appreciate your donation, SF Rose. Thank you for that donation as well. Much appreciated. It's good to see some colors in 2021. Today is my first stream on this TR show of 2021, and I will be back hot next week. You can look out for my streams at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, as I used to do in 2020 and 2019. I'll be back in my full colors, in full force at that time. And also, for those of you who have not yet checked out my other channel, which is Glasses Kingdom, when you have the time, just jump over there and check out Glasses Kingdom. If you feel like you like what you see, you can always subscribe. All right. I am new here. We have Bebito and Mo. I remember that name actually. I am not sure. Oh, Happy New Year. Thank you, Be Amazing Sylvia, for that 199. Much appreciated. Bebito and Mo, I am sure I have seen you before, so you're not new to me. I'm not sure who you're new to. However, I would ask that whenever you all come into a chat, just chill for a minute and look and listen what's going on in the chat before you start demanding stuff. You know what I mean? It's not always an attractive way of life to just jump into an apartment, a building, anywhere for that matter. All right, let me see if I can say it a better way that you can understand. You can't just go in the White House and tell everybody in the White House to, hey guys, check me out. I'm wearing a blue tie and a pink pants. Everybody look at me. No, we don't do that type of a thing. When you walk into a building, into a house, into anywhere, you take some time, see what's going on, see how they operate, see what the rules are, see how everything works before you lay hand on the first thing. Before you lay hands on the first straw, you got to know what's going on. Because you might say something or do something that is very offensive to someone else. So take some time, figure out what is going on. I'm telling you what I do. When I go to a chat, to a stream, bro, all my birthday pass, are you play? Sheldon, when was your birthday? No storming of the yard, Soldier Fija. Sheldon, when was your birthday? Omir Ahmed, thank you for coming. All right, that's okay. The Lockhart perspective, we do understand that we make mistakes sometimes and time somebody out, but we're trying to warn people first before we smack the timeout button. So when if she comes back, when Bebito comes back, we will explain that that was a mistake. But in the same breath, we have to you know, take each other into consideration and take the rules of a stream into consideration. I want to say greetings to Sint and Mo. Happy New Year. Thank you for coming. We also have Angiro in the building. Thank you for coming, Angiro. VII Scott's Peaks. It's great to see you in 2021. I want to say we have been talking about time and commitment that creates pressure on a lot of people. When you add time to your commitment, or when you add time and commitment to any project, it creates hardship based on the amount of time that you apply to your project. So something that can be done or should be done within 1 hour, if you try to do it in half an hour and it could not be done in half an hour, you're going to put a lot of pressure on yourself. Now, how do you get into pressure in a relationship? Because of the commitment. When you go into a relationship that requires a certain level of commitment, a relationship where you don't do this, a relationship where you don't do that, a relationship where you must do this, and a relationship where you must do that, it's what creates the pressure in some relationships and cause a separation. So that's why we have to analyze the partners that we take on to yourself. You have to do a research on the family. Many of us get into relationships and we only fall in love with the person that you see in the moment. No research, no background checks. I will tell you today that background checks is very important in your relationship. So if you're heading into a relationship, yes, you like the guy, you like what you see, you love what you see, he's fantastic, he looks perfect, he behaves perfect, blah, blah, blah. You love the girl, you love the way she looks, the way she smells, all of that and more. But at the same time, that's not enough to get into the relationship. You got to check out the background, the attachments. Attachments is very important when you're heading into a relationship. So you have to know if the family is the type of family that you're going into. If you are from the Christian faith, then you would not want to be going into an ISIS culture, Islamic culture. You don't want to do that because it will create a problem. And even though your partner is kind of subdivided from that cult, it will create a problem because the belief system of the family sometimes have a negative impact on you because of what they believe. You know, they don't believe their son or their daughter should be involving in this because that's not what they believe. So, therefore, when you're going into a relationship, you have to do your background check as if you were going into a job. If you're getting into a job in the United States, you don't just apply and start working tomorrow. You're going to do something that is called a background check. And they're going to find out if you were involved in any mischievous activities over the years, whether you've been a killer, a robber, a child molester, a rapist. You have to check these things out. All right. If you don't understand or believe what I'm saying, you see a guy and you like the guy, you love the guy. But when you check neatly and investigate properly, the guy's father was a child molester. And even though the guy is cool and is awesome, if you don't pay attention to the fact that the father of your spouse is a child molester, you could end up in problems down the road. In fact, you know, very early in your relationship, you find out that the grandfather or the father of your boyfriend is messing around with your 5-year-old daughter, your 10-year-old daughter. Now, if you had known this before you enter the relationship, you would have had your guards up and know that when you send your child to the man's house, somebody else got to be present because he is what he is and he's not going to change overnight. Now, when you enter a relationship with a guy that is a particular way, don't expect him to change because what? Because he loves you? All right. Me have enough girl and girl in a bungle, and because me like you, me just trim off me girl them. No. I have to change because I want to change and not because you want me to change. So that's why you have to do your investigation before you go into a relationship, because commitment is what is going to create the pressure. All right? I am committed to a woman that does not believe that I should have more than 3 girlfriends. I am committed to a relationship where the woman or the man believes that I should get my dinner at 6 o'clock and no later. I enter into a relationship that the commitment requires my going to bed before 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, hey, what am I going to do in my bed at 10 o'clock? Sit and count the stars in the walls? What the ABCDF is going on? No, you see, that's what I'm saying. You got to take some time because commitment and time creates pressure on you based on the situation. So you got to know what you're going into. You got to know what you're entering into. Else you're going to have problems the first 2 days of your relationship. You got married yesterday and tomorrow you're fighting about what? Because the guy did not change. The ring is not going to change the person. Nothing is going to change the person unless the person realizes that they are doing nonsense. Until the person realizes that whatever they're doing is crap, you're going to be forever facing up with crap. So with that said, time plus commitment is the overall component of creating pressure. But in the same breath, time and commitment will also provide success. When you have great time management and you're committed to a thing, a person, or a project, you will give it your best shot. And at the end of your best, angels in heaven can't do more. So therefore, you will be successful coming out as fine gold, or your reward will be great. So we all need to pay attention into 2021 and make sure that you don't meet a guy in the bar, fall for him, take him home, and start your relationship. Even when you believe in love at first sight, don't do that. Investigate the family. Find out if the father of your spouse is a thief, a robber, a this or that. Find out their belief, find out their culture, find out where they're from. Because if you don't like picky head picnic, and the father is from a picky head family, your picnic a go ban picky head. What? If you like prettier picnic, or you like pretty eye picnic, then you have to choose based on what you see in the family, not just the person that you're with, because it comes with the genes, it comes with the DNA. So even though your man no look too bad, if you see the rest of him family them look a certain way, there's a strong chance so your pitney will call look same way. So you have to investigate the family. Now, many of us learn things when it was already late, right, Renee? I'm not saying you. I just see you laughing and say you. I'm not picking on you, but I'm just saying. We find out a lot of things when it is too late. If you had somebody like me to speak with you before you make your decisions, you probably would make better decisions in life. And it's not because I am perfect. Well, I am actually perfect, but just saying. If you had somebody like me to help you with your decisions, there are some things that you would have done much better in life. Now, I have a video that's supposed to come out anytime now. And in that video, I am saying many of us stop at the wrong bus stop. We stop at the wrong train station. Not because it look like at the train station where if you come off, it no means that that's if you come off. It is not your destination. I wonder if you get what I am saying. Your destination is different from mine. Where I am going is not where you're going. And so if you come off at the wrong stop, you're going to see the wrong people because another stop they are come off. If you come off at the wrong bus stop, if you stop at the wrong airport, you will see the people that you didn't intend to see. I am basically saying some of us stop with the wrong people in life. The person that you stop with belongs to Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Mary Jane, or blah, blah, blah. So you have to make sure you read the signs, investigate, and come off at the right stop. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself into a pit full of, crap. All right, Derek C. Williams. It's a good time to run because actually I'm about to end the stream. But sometimes when I get fired up, I just start going and going and going and going and going. But I'm about to end the stream. I want to say thanks to everybody who turned out today to be a part of the stream. I want to say hello to Linda Gosler. Great to see you. Renee, thanks for coming. Bebito and Mo, thank you so much for coming. Derek C. Williams, Tommy Travels, great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in to make the TR show a place to be. Vivette Walker, Happy New Year. I don't remember saying hi to you. Thanks so much for coming today. Be amazing, Sylvia. It's always a joy to see you. I need to make sure that I put you on my calendar so I can budget myself to turn up in your streams more often. I want to say hi to Life with Ro. Thank you so much for turning out to the TR show today. I am really happy to see you. And I pray and wish for you all happy 2021. I pray that the grace of Almighty will be on your lives and that you will be fulfilled. I pray that the mistakes that you've made in 2020, you have learned from them and you will correct them for 2021. Don't make the mistakes that you make in 2020. You must have remembered that you fell into a hole and you were plastered and covered in crap. So this year, don't make the same mistakes. If you have to cut off TR for your life to be prosperous and successful, cut me off and move up with your life. If you have to separate yourself from me to grow up and expand with your horizons, then you got to cut TR off and move along. Derek make mistake, it happens. Really. Well, TR does not make mistakes, and so you can follow my example, follow the lead, and you all will be okay. All right, I'm going to play a song. I want to play a song to close off. I'm not sure what song I should play. I'm really not sure what song I want to play to close off today, but I'm going to find one. In Rachel's place, thank you so much for coming in. You are coming in at the end of the stream, but I want to say thank you and God bless you for showing up today. I appreciate you. I appreciate your prayers on your stream. And by the way, if you don't think I'm watching, you're making a mistake. Guys, I do watch you. I do watch you. Yes, I am like my friend. She rubbed off on me a little bit. Her name is the Miss Yo-Yo Show. She used to watch me from the bushes. She wouldn't type in the chat, but she could tell you everything that I say in any stream. Well, I'm telling you today, cut, cut off TR. Angela, easy. Anyway, I am saying that sometimes I'm watching you. I'm watching your stuff, but you don't see me. I don't always type because sometimes I am watching while I am doing something. So I have two screens up. I have the left screen and the right screen. And when I'm doing things on the right screen, sometimes I'm watching you on the left screen, but I am not talking. I'm just watching. So I know what you all do. Mr. P. Era, thank you so much for coming in. God bless you. I am happy to see you watching from Germany. Thank you, Linda Gosler, for watching from Germany. I want to play a song before I close, but I want to find the right song to play for you before I close. Anyway, I want you all to be good. I want you all to make this year count. We've had enough last year. Yes, we have had enough last year. Now, before we close the stream, is there anybody in the stream that is very close to the nearest 100? You're in the stream and you're very close to the nearest 100. Let me know so you can let me know so we can help you however we can. Vivet, if you're still here, if you could get your daughter to come to the stream, that would be good. Tell her if you want me to review her channel, she must come to the chat so we can help her grow. So if she can't make it today, allow her to be here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I'll be live tomorrow at 2 o'clock again. And so I can help her to grow her channel. I'm sorry, but I have to tell the chat to come see you on guitar tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, SF Rose channel. They need to see you.
You're going to say you'd be live tomorrow. I'll do it again tomorrow.
All right, so, all right, guys, I want you all 30 of you. I decided that I would not promote my. I decided that I would not have promoted my. No, I shouldn't do it. You know what? Let me leave it. No, you know what? No, because I don't want the nonsense over there, I don't want. I have a second channel that I don't promote on the TR show. And I don't promote it because I don't want any nonsense over there. It's not a grow stream, and I don't want anybody to go over there talking about let's go and let's grow, and I need 5, 10, 15, 16, 20. So I don't promote that channel over here. But for those of you who are not always into networking and you want to see things that I do and you want to chill and hang with me and listen to some music, then Glasses Kingdom is the place for you. You can always go and check out Glasses Kingdom and make sure you watch a video if you're going to subscribe. If you're not going to watch a video, if you're not going to pay attention to the content, do not subscribe. Thank you. All right. I am not chasing a gigantic amount of subscribers. I am chasing people that is interested in my content. If you're not interested in what I do not subscribe. Thank you. All right. With that said, we've come to the end of the show, and I want to say a big shout out to Purple Tube. Thank you for being purple, and Royal. I really do appreciate you, and I just want you to know that. I will tell her, but it is a bit difficult seeing she has no Wi-Fi. She has to use data. Okay, understood. All right, Vivette, I will promote her then in her sleep, if I can do that. I'm going to do at least 2 to 3 grow streams this coming week. So I'll do 2 to 3 motivational stream this week coming, GROWTIVATIONAL, and then I will do a grow stream, hardcore, like it used to be back in the day. So you can come forward to see that next week, and have a blessed weekend. Until next time, I am yours truly, TR NYERERE.